clap. Right. Don't do anything stupid.
We never do what?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Fly on the Wall number 5. I am joined by Ross Park and
Fly
David
number
Wexton.
five.
Fly on the Wall number 5.
Is it?
Jesus. You've done 5 of them, and I'm feeling
Well,
kind
we've
of.
done one each.
I've done 5.
Aye, so you should be getting it round up.
Don't gang up on me, because I'm feeling outnumbered here. There's 2 of you and there's 1 of me. So I'm guessing this is just a chance for you guys to talk about opening the gym again, because finally, yeah, God, it's been a long 5 months. Yeah, because like we can now open from the 14th of September, following the government announcement, if that doesn't change. So this is all subject to change. It might change again, as this has been wont to do, but
hopefully they bring it forward.
I know, hopefully it's tomorrow. So yeah, what are your guys' plans for opening? How's the gym going to work post COVID-19?
You want to kick us off?
I knew you were going to do that.
David will do it.
Well, we still don't actually know exactly what we're going to do. So, like Dan says, it's a subject to change. But Ross and I's kind of vision with all of this is to make sure that this is the safest gym in Glasgow to train in. Now, that's not taking away from any of the gyms, because not everybody's going to be saying the same thing, but that's what we're aiming for.
We're in a fortunate position with the setup that we've got, though. We've got the 12 bays, which we can cap it at 12 people. All the things are allowed to be that many, but it means we've got loads of space, your own bay. You know,
so we're going to go through everything from the basics of obviously your sanitising stations when you're walking in, to your arrows telling you where to go. There'll be signage everywhere. You get your temperature checked when you walk in. And then as Ross was saying there, because with us putting the extra rig in now, we've got 12 bays. So we're investing in new kit. There's going to be more barbells, more weight, more everything effectively after the rebrand. So that when you walk in, you will walk into your bay. You'll have your own bar, you'll have your own set of weights, you'll have your own box, you'll have your own bike. You won't have to touch or talk, well, you can talk to people obviously, but you don't have to touch or come in contact with anybody else or any of the kit that's been used. So only you will touch and use your kit, which is the beauty, like Ross says, of what we've got in here with the extra space and the extra investment in kit.
Also, the sort of aerosol effect everybody's talking about is not really going to be affecting too much. I mean, I know the guys will probably want to shout at us, but we're not going to. We've got a new sound system. We're going to have a mic set up to that potentially.
Talk about that.
If it stops that,
just to try and again stop us shouting.
Stop us. So we don't need to be shouting. We can talk into a mic. It keeps things clear. People, everybody can hear what we're saying.
That, in terms of that aerosol thing, there's as the current members will know, and anybody who's been in the gym will know, like as soon as that back door's open and that shutter's open, there's a constant circulation.
Absolutely. And we can do that for the next few months, you know what I mean? But
yeah, and I mean, we're getting a bit technical and going into it a bit too much for me already here. I think we just need to be as simple as there's going to be clear guidelines in place. We're going to make sure that everybody adheres to them. If you don't, catch you. The only people in the gym will be the people who are training in that class. There'll be time. The classes, the classes are going to be scheduled so that kit is wiped down at the end of a class, and then you come in and you wipe the kit down before a class, so it's double cleaned every time before anyone touches it. Plus, there'll be a full deep cleaning the whole gym every night from the cleaning staff. So, we are trying to go above, beyond, do more, and be as on point with this as possible. I mean, we've been so disciplined with everything from the get-go. We actually closed the doors a couple of days early, didn't we, before the lockdown started, to all the way through lockdown. We've been tempted to do things, well, should we PT, should we do this, should we do that? We've done everything by the book, and nothing's going to change, so we want to just keep everything above board and make sure that whenever anybody steps foot in the door, they get back and they get the buzz and they get the vibe. We don't lose any of that, but they feel safe. That's the most important thing.
Ultimately, that is the most important thing. And in terms of like, you say that it's going to be run purely for classes, like how your class schedule is going to change, because I know you used to do 2 classes in the morning and then a kind of pre-lunch class and a post-lunch class, so is there going to be more options for like picking classes? Or?
I think the way we envisage it is trying to get the same number of people through the door each day, but with reduced numbers we just add a few extra classes, so we're looking at about 9 classes a day, maybe 10, allowing us to get 100 plus people in per day.
That's amazing, man.
So 3 in the morning, 3 around about lunchtime, late morning, lunchtime, and then 3 in the evening. But again, that's subject to change as well. If we need to put more on in the afternoon, for instance, then. But we're looking like there's a guaranteed 9 classes going to be on each day, a 45-minute workout with a 15-minute changeover. and I've been testing the programming this week, and everybody will enjoy it. It's good to
I
get a bar
saw
back.
you do some of them, and
Aye.
I don't know. I don't know if enjoys the right
I've
word.
not been walking too well, to be fair, but
So that's amazing though, because like, because there is such a demand and such a hunger to get back to training, to have this place opening up, and obviously I'm biased because I've seen it all happen. To walk into a place like this with that kind of structure in place, like I know that when I walk in, my temperature's going to get checked at the door. I'm going to walk straight to my own bay, my own area. I'm going to have all my equipment, which is already pre-cleaned for me, ready to go. It was inclusive of the last class, or the cleaning staff before if I'm the first person in. And I'm just going to have my little unit to train in.
yeah.
That's such peace of mind, that which is great. And whose idea was that, like, to come up with that kind of structure? Was it, or was that just born out of?
Well, we're lucky we've got that. The gym is set up that way, so you know it's perfect. We may as well utilise it in that fashion.
I mean, that's what's been frustrating for us, hasn't it? That, well, I don't want to get too far into this either, but that there's kind of been this blanket approach across all gyms that gyms are all the same and they can't open and they're going to be a breeding ground for blah 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 whatever. But
you're all the same size. You all use air conditioning. You open.
We're actually the way we're set is perfect for this, because there's not many gyms that have 12 bays, enough bars, enough weight, enough cardio.
Especially not in the layout we've got, you know, it's loads of space, which, you know, I think everybody will enjoy it. When even the atmosphere is going to be the same, it's going to be the same vibe, albeit there's a few less people, but it won't matter, and I think everybody will feel safe.
You can still get a great environment going with like 12 people.
100%.
But that's what we talk about this all the time. Talk about it on previous podcasts and emails, and like the environment. There's the rebranding. There's the new sound system in. The music's going to be there. We're going to be there. The programming's going to be there. Yeah. You're still going to be in doing the same workouts, albeit individual rather than in pairs. So the only thing that changes is that you're not waiting for somebody else to finish no more. You doing your own thing. So
actually,
if anything, it's probably better.
It's better.
Should have done this ages ago.
So, there's two things I want to talk about. The first thing is Ross's new toy, which is his stadium quality sound system.
Man, I'm surprised you all haven't heard it already. In the flat in somewhere in the West End.
Honest to God, man, like
we will be having parties as well, folks.
That system, you kidding? I'm like, when I came in to hear it for the first time, I didn't know what was happening. I just turned up one day and the usual speakers were gone, and these like colossal boxes were on the wall, and I was like, what's that?
Sounds good. In fairness though, it's just a better sound quality than rather than two big speakers belting out one end. It's a nice balance to it, you know, and I think everybody will.
I think I could.
That's what he keeps telling himself. Every other business in the world right now is on like zero spend, survival mode. Let's get to it. We've just bought a new sound system. Standard.
I think the members will take the benefit.
Good investment, I feel.
Absolutely. I mean, you will feel your spine rattling in your teeth when that bass goes up.
No, but to be fair, the beauty of it is genuinely, from what Ross is saying there, is that we don't have to belt it so much. So
you really don't.
It's just cleaner, more balanced sound, isn't it?
Hear people talking a bit to it rather than like, what? Especially with my accent. People don't understand anyway.
Mine's not the best either.
You're so happy at some point. The new programming that you guys have been in your maniacal labs working up this newfound torture. It is, like, from what I've read of it and what we've filmed of it, it's really kind of covering so many bases as part of like a whole program. Because usually what you would get like your strength phase and then start from square one on your hypertrophy phase and then start from square one on your conditioning phase. You're always kind of, whenever you finish a program or finish a block, it always felt, not you guys, this is like other gyms, that you always felt like you were going back to square one. But having a look at this program, it feels like you're constantly progressing, and you're never going back to square one because you're constantly building on top. The way
we've always programmed it, we've just freshened up a little bit, and the guys that have seen the video, we've got their three sort of main areas: your building phase, your strength phase, and then a perform phase, which basically ties it all together. But it's not to let people shouldn't think, oh, I only want to do one part of it. It works together as one sort of 9 week.
Which is what's block, the amazing thing about it, because you're constantly moving
absolutely
through.
Aye.
But I mean, the beauty of it from day dot, and like Ross has got to take a lot of credit for this in the way that he thinks about it, is that you can dive into these things at any time. Yes, ideally you'd start on day one and do X, Y, and Z, but the way the whole thing is designed and developed is that, like you're saying, it's a perpetual movement. It continually grows and continually grows. So whether we've got a professional athlete or a God, Willie, a 70-year-old this year. 70 in October, our oldest member. That's wild.
He's in great nick as well.
They can come in at any time and dive in and dive out, and it doesn't have to be a running program. You know, there's generally like a lot of thought goes into that. It's good. It's very good.
And is that kind of born out of the way you guys? Because you guys are like in your own respects, like really high level athletes. You've been training for a long time and a lot of really intense stuff. Is that kind of this program born out of your shared kind of understanding of the best kind of training for you? Is that what you're kind of passing on to the members, or is this something that you're kind of?
It's brought through experience, isn't it? And
yeah, you got to practice what you preach, haven't you? And
ultimately, when it, everybody's just trying to get in good nick, look good, move well.
That's it.
And that's I think what we talked about in our mission statement is. It ties into that. You want to be able to be looking great, but ultimately being able to go and run with your mate if you want to go and run, or jump in a loch and swim, or go and lift a heavy deadlift. It needs to be. It's all about that balance, isn't it? It's
that optimal living thing, isn't it? And that's what we try and do. It's and still have a good time with it as well.
Absolutely.
So like, yes, take
not shy of a good time.
I know you're not.
But take your training serious and work hard, but. Have a bit of fun with it as well, like don't feel like, oh shit, my programming says I've got to do this on Friday, so it means I have to knock down going for a run or going for a pint or whatever, like it's just get that optimal living and get a bit of balance and enjoy it, and that's what we try and do. So it's getting that across to the masses, isn't it?
Yeah. So how would you guys describe the experience or describe the kind of journey you'll go on to someone who's never trained and fly before? Because we're all kind of preaching to the choir here. The guys that are saying this are all members or have all had some experience in the training we do and the programming you guys make, but to someone who had no idea and who's just looking for a new gym, like you say, just looking to get in better shape after being in lockdown for 5 months, like how would you describe what we do here to someone like that?
You think that's one?
You can both do it.
I think the first thing's always just getting people moving better and making them feel confident with how they move first off. So
you don't need to overthink it either. Yeah, ultimately, it's just a good environment where we feel we've programmed things for people. And
there's no pressure to be writing scores or lifting what anyone else is lifting, especially.
Or do that if you want.
Yeah, if you want to, you're welcome to. But so our thing is get you moving properly or efficiently. Yeah. And then once you're moving safely. Properly, it's up to you to then say, you know what, I'm enjoying that, I want to push and I want to go a little bit further. You walk in here and there's no expectation other than to enjoy yourself and work hard.
Aye. Yeah. That's the common ground.
That's it. Just come in, leave all your shit at the front door. Once you get in that front door, it's like, right, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to learn, have a bit of fun.
I think with the new setup as well, without giving too much away, the workouts will be a bit more specific to that person, albeit as a general workout, but the numbers and mainly the numbers that you're working from will be specific to that person. So they'll have that and they can work to that, so it just keeps everybody right rather than coming in thinking
we're trying to get a little
where
bit
am I at, what am I squatting, like you bang it, you know exactly where. So as I say, without giving too much away, you'll have that.
We've started to talk about it, haven't we, and you hear the guys, members will hear this all the time when I'm saying, don't lift what you always lift, don't do the same, but in fairness to the members, they might not know what to expect of them. That might come down from us not putting it across enough.
So that's something we're going to put in place. That we have put in place.
It sounds like you've done all the thinking for them. If I
was
for
it.
Otherwise we just go and say, go faster and do some more. That's kind of our job,
I knew this was dangerous. Getting both of you together. No, it sounds like if I was someone who was going to join a gym, it's all been done for me. I would need all I have to do is I just have to.
I think that's it. To answer your question, that's it. It's all been done for you. Come in, enjoy it, switch off, and we'll just keep you right and just train. Come in with a good attitude and come and enjoy the environment, the workouts.
And you'll meet some class people.
Absolutely.
Along the way.
Yourself not included.
Meet some ropey ones as well.
If you ever get asked to spend some time with me, you know you've done something right. It's like getting sent to the headmaster. No, it sounds great.
I've been excited. We're all excited.
You must be buzzing.
Cannot wait just to see faces again and get just the buzz. You miss the buzz, don't you?
What's wrong with my face?
I'm sick of looking at it. I look at yours more than I look at my wife's over that time.
No, it sounds class, guys, and it is really exciting to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I think that's important for the members to know.
Definitely.
We are coming to the end game now. This has been a long 5 months. It's been Zoom sessions and Instagram videos and the programming videos that we've been putting out, that's all still going to continue.
I've said it before as well, sorry to interrupt. Guys that haven't been training regularly, get back on it.
Yeah.
Get on the videos, do it, come in here ready to go, and you'll get more out of it. You'll enjoy it
You'll
more.
definitely get benefit out of it. So 14th of September.
Do it.
It's day.
Yes, sorry, I had to get a clap in there.
Yes, clap one more time. Guys, thank you for coming in, thank you for giving me your time, and we will see you all on the 14th of September.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man, fingers crossed.
They do a double bump.
Cheers, bro.
Bam! Thanks, lads.